bloats at all. He's really good like that.
Nothing I can't do. All right, the next bloke coming on the show has a long history with rugby league and the Footy Show. In 1996, Mark Bouris founded Wizard Home Loans, which grew to become one of Australia's largest non-bank lenders and who sponsored the New South Wales State of Origin Blues for 10 years. Then in 2007, he founded Yellow Brick Road, a wealth management company where he is the current executive chairman. He's also on the board of the Sydney Roosters, but most significantly in January, Mark was appointed a member of the Order of Australia for significant service to the finance industry, to education and to charitable organisations, including the PCYC over the past 20 years. But most of you now know him for this.
Linton, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. So Jane, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. So you're fired.
That's right, from Channel 9's Hit The Apprentice, it's Mr. Mark Bouris. Great to see you, Mr. Bouris.
Hey, Fat, how you going, all right?
Going well.
Can I just say,
We'll get to that.
I thought I'd be the one sitting here crushing because you're obviously a very good-looking man, but these two are like kids in a candy, so they're frothing.
Yeah. We love it.
Hey, Mark, I love you too. I like how you walked out like a strut, like a catwalk.
It was
Nice.
been practicing all week.
No, it's good. You look
I
good.
must say, you look good. You're 65 and you're looking good.
Whoa, don't say that. Whoa, don't say that.
That's a good stitch up.
Oh, is
Never
it
give away.
defenders
Never give
over
away.
here?
someone's
No, he's
name.
trimmed. You're trimmed.
I'm younger than you, Fatty.
Knock him out.
Everyone is.
Actually, we go back about 20 years.
We do.
A good 20. Actually, before we get into this,
Yes.
the chat, mate, I have a bone to pick with you. I mean, I know this is your show and all that sort of stuff, but let's just get it straight. Like 20 years ago, I think, when I first came on the show, you couldn't even spell my name. You couldn't get my name right. And I think it happened on a few more occasions. I don't know if you remember.
I don't believe it.
But the good thing is we've got a tape, so I'd like to roll the tape and show it.
Hello, mate. Oh, look at this. Pouring out here. What's happening? Now, look. Next to me is Mike Bouris from Wizard Mortgage, and look at this. Cold, hard cash, $20,000 in there. Hey, well done, Mike. This is very good.
So give us a ring on 131970 and we'll look after you.
Well done, Mike. That's it. Well done, thanks. And we'll take a break, go back to more of the Footy Show. What can I say? You could have said something.
It was only, well, I was embarrassed. Like, I didn't know what to say. It was only 20 grand sitting in that case. Too. I mean, by the way, I'm not Robinson Crusoe. You don't miss many.
Oh, is there another
There
one?
was a gold Logie winner. One of your guys. One of Channel 9's talents, a gold Logie winner. Can we have a look at the tape?
Now, look, thanks very much, Steve, for that, of course, and courtesy of... Loving the boys at Ace Landscape. Would that be Scott? What would I call him?
Thanks,
Steve.
Phil. No worries, mate.
You're welcome, Scott, of course, from Backyard Blitz, one of our favourite shows. A great show, Backyard Blitz. Scotty didn't look too happy, did he?
He's filthy.
These things happen.
Mike took it pretty well, though,
It
didn't he?
did. Oh, good, sweet. Anyway, it's great to have you on the show.
Thanks, mate.
Now, I'm most impressed with the fact that you're on the board of the Roosters and you had success a couple of years ago, and it must be quite proud to be on that board when they won it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm proud to be on the board even when we don't win it, because there's a great club, we've got a great board. That's it. And we've got a great coach. The environment there is very, very good, and of course Aidan's here tonight, and we've got some wonderful young men in our club, and it's sort of one of the greatest things I do in my whole life. I mean, I enjoy it so much.
I'd actually like to know the process, how you came to appoint Trent Robinson, because he came from nowhere as an unknown, and he gave you a comp.
Well, I have to be frank with you, Fatty. There's only one person in our whole organisation who sort of orchestrates those things, and it's the chairman, Nick Politis. And that was really all Nick.
Yep.
Nick did the whole process.
Okay.
Put it to the board
Now
once he found it, once he originated, but he did the whole process himself.
Now, Mark, one of the main reasons you're here is to launch our Iron Man Arm Challenge, which is very, very exciting. Now, this is sponsored by Yellow Brick Road in support of the magnificent men of league. We have assembled a collection of former NRL superstars. which is what the Men of League is all about, of course, and we've pitted them into a 6-week arm wrestling challenge live here on the Footy Show. Now, Mark, why don't you take us through the wonderful prize money that you're putting into this fantastic television event?
I will, Aaron. Thank you very much. Well, what we're doing here is we're going to give away the prize money at the end of in the final for the winner of the arm wrestling competition. And that winner will get $5,000. And that's really important because a lot of these guys are, they're trying to make a quid in their life and they're going to put themselves up and put themselves on show. And then in addition to that, we're going to go back to the grassroots. I'm going to give away $1,000 to each of the contestants' club that they played their junior footy at. Let's get back to the grassroots.
Yep, that's really, really important to support. You have another announcement for Men of League as well.
And on top of that, and I've had a recent experience of this with Men of League, how they look after people like, say, Russell Fairfax, for example. Yep. And Men of League is a great organisation. So in the final round, we're going to give $20,000 to Men of League to look after ex-players.
And we've actually got a Men of League representative, of course, former great South from Cronulla player Ben Ross is in the crowd. How are you, Benny? Great news from
Yellow Brick Road, 20 grand to Men of League means so much. It helps out, as you said, the rugby league community, and it's going to go a long way to supporting every man, woman, child in the game. So thank you very much for doing it, and looking forward to being a part of things.
And then Men of League does so much good work for ex-players, who have fallen on hard times.
Yeah, exactly right, and that's the thing we've spoken about, Russell Fairfax, one of our recents, and we've got Ray Blacklock coming up on May the 23rd, and then there's also, like I say, the men, women and children of our rugby league community that we also support. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
And you know what, Fatty? It's only $20 to join.
Yep.
You don't have to be an ex-player. Anyone in the audience can join. $20 a year. It's fantastic. Seriously, you should.
It's not just men. Yeah, the best thing about it, it's not just men. The men involved with rugby league, it's women and children and anyone involved. Touch judges, referees, ladies that work in the canteen. That's the best thing about Men of League. They help everyone as a community, so it's fantastic.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Now, Ben, you're involved in this, and I've been following you a little bit on Facebook. You've overhauled, you've taken on fitness, you're doing a whole heap of things. How do you reckon you'll go in this?
Yeah, a little bit scary. I thought I got thrown in the deep end on it, and I was hoping Bo would be in it because I know that that's one person I could probably beat. But Coops is in there, and Wendell, and a few others. So yeah, it's going to be quite exciting. Looking forward to the confrontation, and I hear that there could be a mismatch or not even a mismatch, but a local country rugby league fellow that comes in. So it'll be exciting.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't Wendell be too heavy, you think? Like the
Too
weight?
heavy?
Yeah,
His arm.
Super heavy. About 140 kilos.
Super heavyweight, yeah.
Yeah, well, how much do you weigh?
100? No, 98.
Yeah, about 98. What would Del weigh? What would Del weigh, if you reckon?
Oh, 130.
180. Have you seen him lately?
I love the Del. No comment.
He'll do well.
Well, look, I know you're all about governance and you understand good governance, Fatty. You know what I'm talking about here?
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking about good governance.
Governance, yep.
One thing we need to disclose, or I need to disclose on behalf of the show, is that Channel 9 is a 19.9% shareholder in Yellow Brick Road, so we need to disclose that up front. Okay. Straight up.
All right.
In the order of good governance.
Yep. No, well done. Well done. I have no idea
Good
what you're
having
talking
a professional on the panel, isn't it?
But, mate, that's the most serious thing being said on the show in 22 years. Now, arm wrestling's not new, of course. We've had arm wrestling on the show, I think about 13, 14 years ago we had. 2002. Here is Paul Gallen. Have a look at that against Peter Panay. Wow, look at that. Carl Webb up against Grant Reeble from the Cowboys. Carl smashed him. And then, Jason, remember the Knight Rider up against Jason Riles. And somehow the Knight Rider won. Unbelievable. So we're going to do the draw, aren't we, right now?
Well, soon, but let's meet all the guys that are in this year's card.
Yeah, let's meet them.
Competing in the Footy Show's Iron Arm Wrestling Challenge, we have an imposing lineup of former NRL stars. With a whopping 496 career points and 124 tries, Matt Cooper has played 13 State of Origin games for New South Wales. He's played 7 tests for Australia and is a St George Dragons superstar.
He sprints, Idris misses him, he's over the line! Matt Cooper!
Wendell Saylor has 510 career points under his belt and 127 tries. He played for Australia in 16 tests. He played Origin for Queensland 14 times. He was named Broncos Player of the Year in 1990. The big bucking Broncos saw 3 premiership wins in 97, 98 and 2000.
Turns them inside out. Heads for the line. Sailors over.
Josh Perry played 4 tests for Australia and 3 State of Origin games for New South Wales. He was a big tough prop belonging to the premiership winning Knights team in 2001 and saw a premiership win with the Manly Sea Eagles in 2008. Succeeding milestones with 259 NRL games, this great man played 38 tests for his country, New Zealand. He was the New Zealand captain 7 times. He is long-time captain for the Parramatta Eels, Nathan Kalis.
Back across the back of the ruck. Oh, Kalis! Kalis has had a shot. Kalis has got it.
Also representing his country, New Zealand, Bronson Harrison played 13 tests. He debuted with the West Tigers in 2004, played for the Canberra Raiders from 2009 to 2012, and then for the St George Illawarra Dragons from 2013 to 2014. From Bowral, New South Wales, he has South Sydney blood running through his veins, debuting in 2002 and playing for the Rabbitohs for 10 years. It's one club player, Scott Geddes. Born in Chinchilla, Queensland, he debuted with the St George Illawarra Dragons in 2002 and went on to play 6 State of Origins for Queensland. He won a premiership with Penrith in 2003. He has played for the Rabbitohs and he played for the Cronulla Sharks for 6 years. It's Men of League's own Ben Ross.
Some great former players there and some pretty strong men who are still in good shape, let me say. So let's find out who is up against who. The heats will take place over the next 4 weeks of the show with a semi-final night and then a final night. All heats are the best of 3 bouts. They used to be just 1, but they're the best of 3. So, Bo, let's get the show started, champ.
You ready?
Yep. Here we go. Drawing up first is...
Heat 1.
Heat 1, Josh Perry.
Versus.
It's dramatic.
No, Ben Ross. Ben Ross. Well, Benny's only just retired. Josh has been retired
the
for a few
heavyweights.
years.
The heavyweights up early.
Yeah. Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, mate. I saw him yesterday. He's looking pretty fit.
Yeah,
so.
former Manly, Newcastle, and he played for St Helens as well. So that'll be a good test. All right, Heat 2, Bo.
Heat 2, let's go. Bronson Harrison.
He's stronger than he looks, I reckon.
Shake the must.
Sure.
Verse.
Scott Geddes. Former Rooster and South player.
That'll be good. He's strong.
Scott's pretty big. He's got him for size.
Bronson's strong, but, Kiwis.
All right, Heat 3.
Heat 3. The Dell.
Wendell, hey, looks good.
Nice, yeah.
Up against...
Good.
That's going to be in Brisbane on May 21 at our Brisbane
beautiful.
show in front of 7,000 people at the Courier
Super
Mail
heavyweight
Piazza.
versus lightweight.
Queensland versus New South Wales.
And the last heat,
Heat 4, let's go.
Nathan Kalis.
Okay, looking very smart.
Against the Fan. This is where someone out there can get involved. Tell us about it,
You
Erin.
mentioned before, you guys at home can get involved. We've reserved a fan seat for you to compete in the Footy Show Iron Arm Challenge, and that person will be up first against former Eels and Kiwi captain Nathan Kalis. So if you want to enter, go to 9jumpin.com.au, go to the Get Involved tab. All you have to do is send in a photo of yourself showing your strength. Now, you must be a current rugby league player, must be below New South Wales Cup or Queensland Cup level. You must be between 100 kilograms and 115 kilograms natural. We don't want any assistance. Current position, current club, height and weight. And as Mark said earlier, like the others, your junior club will receive $1,000 for you just for participating, and you'll have the chance to win $5 grand cash, all thanks to Yellow Brick Road. How cool is that?
Mark, you're a star, mate. Appreciate you supporting the show and supporting that segment. And, of course, it's all good for rugby league. Are you going to stay with us for the night, are you?
Yep.
Oh, excellent work. All right, part 1 of Player Probes done and dusted. Let's go to part 2 as we go to the break.